Hello everybody. Yes, I know, this is a big surprise, but yes, this is actually my voice. I finally got a mic, which I'm happy with, and I believe it's working a lot better than the other one that I had. But I wasn't using a mic before, but the other one that I had just wasn't working well enough, so I didn't feel the need to use it. Yeah, let's just go in my garage. Okay, so yeah, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who has been watching some of my videos. I know they could probably have had a bit more work done on them, because I know they probably weren't that interesting, especially with no voice and, well, just the general, obviously they probably weren't entertaining enough. But I'm trying to get better. I want to do more videos that actually you guys enjoy. So if you have any games or any suggestions, please, just drop it in the comment. Let me know, because if there's a game that you would prefer me to play or to watch me play, I'd be happy to maybe get that game and do a little game of it, maybe a gameplay of it, like a whole playthrough. But yeah, I'd just like to say thank you to all the people that have been watching my other videos. I hope you've been enjoying them. If not, it's not too bad. If you haven't enjoyed them, it's your opinion. Doesn't matter. You're entitled to that. But yeah, if you have been enjoying them, I just want to say thank you. So yeah, let's get to it. So I did a video on the Deluxo that I was last time in GTA. There we go, there it is. Alright, the Deluxo is a very nice car. Very nice. I like it a lot. Because what's not to like? It's a flying car. The only downside to it was when you purchase it, it does cost a lot of money, and the fact that it doesn't come with weapons built in as well is kind of a little bit annoying, because you've just paid like almost 5,000. If you haven't done the job, you're costing about 5,000. Sorry, 5 million, and then after that you've still got to pay for weapons to put on it, which is a little bit tedious and annoying, but if you got the money for it then it's not big of a problem, but it's a little bit annoying that you have to do that. But yeah, there's not really much I could complain about the car, really. I mean, the top speed is good. Flight mode, it isn't that fast, unfortunately. I thought it was going to fly faster. I thought at least it would have maybe like a booster on the back, so like you could like tap a button and it would boost a little bit, like a little bit of a charge boost. Not like the well, kind of like the rocket car and the rocket bike, but this one, it would like the blue light that lights up at the back of it. It would have like glown a little bit brighter, and it would have made like a kind of like sound, and like it would have charged a bit, and then it would have like slowed down again. It's good that you can reverse with it. That's a very helpful feature. Unfortunately, I wasn't well, it did have quite a few good modifications you could put on it, but one which I was hoping you could was like if you could put something on the back. So like you could have like in Back to the Future, they have the DeLorean, it has like a back to it, which is like all like futuristic-y, like it has like all these control panels, all these little plugs and sockets, has all these things plugged into it. And I was ashamed that you can't change this back window for something like that. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Yeah, see, I've got the weapons down there, those little red things there. But yeah, so as far as the actual vehicle goes, I'm actually happy with it because I really enjoy it. I've played around with it enough. It's quite a fun vehicle. I wish I had done commentary on it when I did the video, but I didn't. But yeah, that's all really I needed to say on it. I mean, it's a flying car. You know, there's nothing else to really talk about, to be honest. Apart from the fact that it doesn't have any defences, that's a little bit of a downside to it, because it's great, you can fly around, but you just, you know, you get that one guy who can just get you with a rocket, you're dead. Like, it's not even an issue. He can just take you out with one hit, which is unfortunate because it's such a nice car and you would want to play with it a lot. I mean, like, they give you weapons to use, but if the car doesn't have as much protection to use the weapons, then there's really no point in them. Although I have killed a bunch of people with it, so it is quite a useful vehicle. But yeah, it's an alright car. I like it. I think I'm happy with what I spent on it, because, you know, you're paying for a flying car, so, you know, you're gonna get a flying car. I've also been trying to make a collection of like TV cars. So, like, I was thinking I'm gonna get like the kit car for Knight Rider, maybe the Vigilante for the Batman, and then like here we go, we got like the A-Team van. Everyone's pretty made the A-Team van by now, because it's whenever this van came out, everyone was like, oh my god, it's the A-Team van, we need to make it. The only thing I've changed on it is I've given it a double spoiler, because the double spoiler actually helps with traction, so, and handling, so it's a lot better to have that. I know it's not traditional, like I know it's not the same as the show, but you know, I mean, I've done the DeLorean this way, and it's not exactly the same, but I just like, I wanted to give it my own like feel on it, so like I just wanted to make it how I would like it. But I'm collecting them because they're like old TV show cars. Yeah, I like the hood because it has like those lines in it. I was trying to make it look like as like gadgety and stuff as much as possible. I probably could have done something to do with the front of it, but I like the normal look of those indicating lights and the bumper, so I kept it with that. I gave it the big spoiler. I know people don't like the big spoiler as much because it's like, it's just big and chunky and it's just there, but I don't know, I think it helps increase the speed a little, so that's why I kept it. So the car that I'm here to talk about this time is the Stromberg. This is the submarine car. Now, a lot of people weren't that hyped about it because I believe it was on one of the top 10 worst buys in GTA. Now, I don't agree with them on that, because this car is probably one of the most useful cars that I have. See, not only when I bought it was it cheaper than the DeLorean, I'm sorry, the Deluxo. Yeah, it's the DeLorean. Yeah, not only was this cheaper, but it had guns already on it, with torpedoes added. You can't modify it though. You can upgrade the speed in that, but you can't do anything to the car. You can change the colour, but you can't. I don't know if you can change the wheels. I didn't bother looking at that, but you can like tint the windows and give it like the smoke. You can change the smoke from the wheels, but apart from that, I don't think you can actually change the body. You can just give it a paint job. But I really enjoy this car because this car has helped me out of a lot of scrapes. Go away. Yeah, it's. I think it's one of my most best cars, because let's see, in the submarine mode. There we go. Look at that. See, now this looks like it should be more like a jet or something. You know, it should be like you can just like take off. You can just fly around with it. But no, it's not like that. We just turn the radio on. So yeah, I really do like this car, because some stories I had was this guy was trolling me. He was flying around on a chopper. He kept trying to blow me up, and he did sometimes successfully. But when I got this car spawned in, me and him had like a standoff. He got in a chopper, he started to fly, shot a rocket at me, and the car survived. So at that point I'd learned that the car can take at least 2 rockets till it blows up. Unfortunately the Deluxo doesn't have that same feature, but I'm really impressed that this thing can take 2 rockets, which already makes it somehow beat the DeLorean in a way, because I'm just going to call it the DeLorean because that's what it is. Like, this is really like, this is actually the James Bond car, because I can't remember which one it is, but there's an episode of James Bond where he uses this vehicle to go into an like the villain's submarine, because this car goes very well with this pistol here. This is the pistol that you have to do the challenges for. So you'll get a marker and it'll lead you to a bunch of clues, and it was released because of the Red Dead Redemption 2 game coming out, so I believe that this is going to be a pistol that you can use in Red Dead Redemption 2. And you had to do a couple challenges and then you had to find it, and I found it quite not too bad, not too, you know, hard. I didn't really have to cheat for mine. I had to use a walkthrough for my friend because he had a different clue and I had no idea where it was. It was very difficult, but my one was the easier one. It was the one that has the bridge. I believe it was clue 15 or 13. It's the one with the bridge. So yeah, I like it because I feel these two go together, because there was a James Bond episode which was called GoldenEye, yeah, and I believe it had a golden pistol in it, so I feel like the golden pistol and the James Bond car kind of go well together. It's a very nice pistol. It's very strong, very loud. You can't really do much, like you can't like change anything about it. You can just buy ammo for it after you got it, but once you've got it, you've got it, so you can get to keep it. I definitely love the way he puts it away. Look at that, that's just beautiful. I love the animation of that. So yeah, we're not here to talk about the gun. We're here to talk about this. So let's go. So first of all, it's very fast. It's a very fast car. Now, there we go, transform. There we go, beautiful. Let's I do love the little submarine noise that it makes, like the normal submarine sounds. Let's turn the headlights on so we can see better. Let's not dive yet. Now, when you go into the water, it will turn to torpedo mode, but I think once you run out of torpedoes, it will go straight to machine guns after you've used all your torpedoes, because you will run out of ammo, just like the Deluxo, because a lot of vehicles, I believe that they've been nerfed, so they do run out of rockets and all those types of things. But this vehicle, even though people have complained, because they say that it's useless because it's just, you know, it's just a normal car with guns, which also has just the submarine mode. I really do not believe them, because I was getting chased by a guy in a Hydra and someone in the new tank, so I was obviously getting wrecked hard. Like, every time I would respawn, the tank would get me, or the Hydra would come down, guns blazing. But lucky enough, I got this car to spawn, and I just drove like hell, and I went to the closest bed of water which I could get to, and I just dove straight in, went to submarine mode and dove straight down, and he could not get me, he could not touch me, he could not hit me with anything, because once you're in the water hardly anything can hurt you, apart from if you're in water and a player is coming at you with like a knife, like if you're both swimming together. I don't believe you can hit someone underwater with a rocket, because I think it doesn't work, and plus his machine guns weren't hitting me because I was deep enough to be hidden from them. So yeah, this has been a lifesaver of a car, this is, because the amount of cars that I've lost to driving them into the ocean, or people back on 360 when they used to pick up your cars with a cargo bob and just like drop them into the ocean, so you just lost them. Like, that was just annoying. But now to have something where you don't have to worry about falling into the ocean, because this is just like the king of the water right now, because there's only one other submarine I believe you can drive in this, and it has no weapons. It's quite slow, I think it may be slower than this, I'm not too sure. You would have to look up like if someone's done like a thing where they've timed them to see which one's faster. I think this one's faster though. It has quite good handling underwater as well, but the fact that it just has weapons as well underwater, which just makes it better than the normal submarine. I do own the submarine though, but if I had known that this vehicle was coming out, I wouldn't have bothered. But yeah, it looks good. The car itself, I like the submarine look of it. They made it exactly like the James Bond show, so it's basically like the same thing, because they did an episode on Top Gear where they made the car as well, and they made it waterproof as well. It did have a little leak, but it actually worked. So see, this is the kind of stuff we're talking about. We're actually getting the stuff that we thought was like we could have in GTA, and they're actually making it real now, because there was probably a mod for this at one point, because everyone was dreaming about having the DeLorean from Back to the Future in GTA, because there were so many mods built out around on it, and everyone just wanted one. But yeah, I think they could have made the DeLorean a little bit Deluxo a little bit better, because it could have had maybe a defense mechanism, like I believe like the new helicopter which can go into stealth mode. I wish that this car, the Deluxo, I wish that it had a stealth mode where the car went invisible, so it literally just went invisible, so you wouldn't see the player, you wouldn't see the car. You would probably see like, you'd still see like if like they left like tire marks on the road, and like the smoke when you spin the wheels too fast, but like you're doing a burnout, but like the car would become invisible, but maybe for only like a short period of time, or maybe permanently until you try and use your weapons again, just like the helicopter, because that would have been a very good and very useful feature for that car, because it needs some kind of defense, because when you've got a rocket locked onto you, you cannot outrun it. The only thing that I do to try and dodge a rocket is to just drop hover mode, and I just try and drop, and I just go as fast as I can. The crashing depth for the Stromberg, that's this, is about 500 feet deep. So let's go a little bit more. See, look, I love the way it just lights up the whole of the underwater. This is the best vehicle to look for secrets and hidden things. There we go, see, crushing depth 500. But yeah, it's the perfect vehicle to look for all these like hidden secrets underwater and things like that. So yeah, in my books, I believe this is a very useful car. You can make your own assumption, or you can just think of whatever you want to think on this car, because just because I like it doesn't mean you would, you know. So yeah, It's quite cool in first person as well. Because I got the tinted windows, it's pitch black. Like, you can hardly see anything, so it's a lot more difficult to see. I shouldn't have tinted them, I think. I should have kept them clear, so you could have like a full view of like all the ocean. But I like the tinted look, because I feel like it gives you a little bit more hidden cover when people are like trying to shoot you when you're coming around on your car. Although they could probably just... I don't believe you can actually shoot these mirrors out. I'm actually gonna try that with the pistol, because they shot my car and I think they broke a window, but it doesn't affect it when you go down into the water. Like, there wouldn't be water gushing in and you'd have to like surface every like couple minutes because you'd run out of air. It doesn't do that. You still stay okay. The only thing... There we go. I like the change. The only thing that it did do is if you do take enough damage and the car does break, it will literally just turn off and you will not move. You will have to just leave the car and swim up if you're really deep. There you go, you can actually see how much this does. Look at that. God. These windows do take a lot. Oh, maybe it's not actually going to break. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they don't break. But yeah, this pistol is amazing. I don't know if they're still got the clues going around. If they do, good luck to you to finding them. You can always just search up, because I, to help my friend, I searched up all locations to the clues for the golden revolver, and there's a bunch of videos you can watch and you'll find it, because after you find the first clue, the clues that you have to follow, the 3 individual ones, they're all the same in location. They're always. The only one that I struggled with was the well, depends on which order you do them in. I had the bloodied shovel, then there was the revolver box, which was empty, and then there was the body in the cave, like it was like on a hill. That was the one I struggled on, because I was like, where is this? And I finally realised that it was actually inside, and I was like, oh, alright. It was a good hiding place. But yeah, I did it. I got the gun, and I'm glad I do, because it's quite a unique piece, because you can't buy it, you have to find it, and then you can just keep purchasing ammo. It's like, I don't know what happened to the Molotovs, because I can't buy Molotovs anymore in this game. As well as my baseball bat is gone now. I don't have a baseball bat. I used to, but I lost it. I don't know if it's because I bought the biker axe with it and it replaced it, but I don't know. Yeah, see, look, this thing, it has good traction, it's good top speed. You know, you can outrun someone if they're chasing you, especially if you're near open water, because it's just very easy to just like jump straight into just like a lake if you're near one, and just turn on submarine mode and just go as quick as you can, because if you're close enough to the surface, I bet they'll still be able to hit you with something, but if you're deep enough, they won't be able to find you or see you to hit you with anything. But yeah, that's about it for this car, really. There's nothing else I can really tell you, other than I don't regret buying the Stromberg and the Deluxo. I don't doubt myself for buying them, because they are two unique vehicles, and I love them. I mess around with them all the time. They're good for using with jobs. So like if you have a job that's in like the open water, this is a very good car to use, because if other players are coming around and bothering you, you can just dive deep and go into submarine mode. Just stay hidden. Especially for people with bounties, this is a very good place for them to hide, because they can just go underwater and they can get that achievement for spending a day with a bounty. But the Deluxo, I think it could have had a few more modifications to it and a bit more, perhaps, detail. So you could have like more glowing lights around the outside, like the actual Back to the Future car, because he has like all these wires going around and they all glow. The only thing you could really do to make it even more glowy is just to give it underlights, so just make it glow underneath. It looks good with the white and the blue, but it depends what colour you've got the car that matches the underlights. So yeah, that's really about it. This is a great vehicle. I like it. I enjoy it. It's fun to play with, especially if you have a friend, because you can just drive around, and if like people are chasing you, you can dive down into water. You can just hide from them there. A great one to have is the DeLorean as well, the Deluxo. When you've got a friend with you, you're flying around. Yeah, it's always cool. You know, you're like I'll sometimes just fly around and I'll just pick people up, because I sometimes act like an air taxi. Like, I'll just come on, like, look around. If there's someone who needs my help, I'll just pull down and just land next to them. Half the time they'll get in. I actually once dropped, I picked up a guy with a bounty, and I flew to another guy with a bounty, and I dropped him out the car, and I made them fight. So, but yeah, these are very fun vehicles, and I'm glad that I bought them, and I'm glad that GTA even brought them into this game, because they're so much fun. I can't wait to see what they do next. Like, it's going to be crazy. Like, can they outdo a flying car and a underwater car? What next? So yeah, that's the only thing that I would have had them do for the Deluxo. I wish that they would have made it so it could have gone invisible and stuff. That's the only thing I would have asked them to have done as like a defense mode for it, because it really needs some defense on it. Because even though you buy all the armor, that still doesn't matter if a player comes up behind you with a sticky bomb, or just generally just getting you with a rocket out of either a helicopter or even on the ground. I'll just take this one out just to talk to you about it again. I love the gold wing doors. I've been waiting for a car with gold wing doors for so long. Like, I know there's the supercar that has the gold wing doors, but I'm not a big supercar fan. I will go generally more for muscle cars, because I just prefer muscle cars. I don't know why, but yeah, I just like them. Maybe it's just the engine, it sounds a lot more stronger. It's like I have a whole collection of motorbikes as well. So yeah, I've got the weapons on this car. You get the machine gun and the missiles. They're very useful. Seriously, it's very easy just to fly past someone and shoot them and get them and then just fly away. This car is quick as shit. It goes super quick. Like, Jesus Christ. This car is just amazing at the speed it has. Like 88 miles my ass. Like, this thing's gonna go like 180. Like, look at the speed on this. But then when you turn into hover mode, it slowly goes down, and it is not as fast as it is in drive mode. Because when you increase the speed, the actual car just goes faster than the hover mode. Whereas it used to be the hover mode was faster than the car, I think. Especially for the mission. Yeah, I love the fact that it can hover on water. It's a very big help, because if your friend is stranded in open water, you can just hover down and like just sit there floating, and they can actually get into your car. So that's a very useful feature if your friend is stranded in open water and they don't want to kill themselves. Like, if they have like a package they need to deliver, you can easily swoop down, save their ass, and then at least have some kind of defense for when like the player who attacked you comes at you, because you have the guns and missiles. This is why I wish that there was a stronger defense mechanism where it would like, so it would go invisible, so this thing would like it would just completely go crystal, and it would just go see-through, and nothing could lock onto you. They could probably get you with sticky bomb if they were lucky enough, but it would just be like clear glass, and it would just like you wouldn't even really see this coming. You would see the headlights glowing, but apart from that, but yeah, I wish that there was like a little bit more futuristic-y like lights and stuff you could put on this car, but for what it is right now, I'm happy with it. God, look at that moonlight, that's beautiful. Yeah, I'm really happy with this car. There's a few complaints, especially because of the price, and it doesn't come with that much. It's a little bit of a downfall, but it's very fun to play with. Especially you can do like tricks with it. You can, you know, if you drop the wheels, you can do like a couple of somersaults as you're going down, and you can just like catch yourself before they hit the ground. So like just catch yourself like that, and then you can pull back and fly again. I was trying to do a lot of like flying through like small like little things in the side of the road and stuff, but it's especially it's going to be a lot easier with this. I like flying through under like bridges, because it reminds me of that bit in Men in Black when they're driving in the underpass, like in that under bit with all the cars, and he's like they push like the red button, and then that car's like on like the walls and the ceiling, and like this is what it kind of reminded me of. It kind of reminded like a Men in Black like flying car, but it also had the Back to the Future feeling to it as well. But yeah, I absolutely love this car. I'll try and fly through that. That isn't a difficult thing to go through, but see if I can do it. Especially the way that this thing can climb up hills in hover mode. It is just, it's amazing. You just don't need anything. You can just go. You know, there's just one move and it's just go. You know, I don't think anything really stops this car, to be honest. Oh, just nipped it. The only thing that stops it really is a missile. Hey, that was better. Whoa, could have gone through that, but I didn't bother. But yeah, this is very good for when you have like a traffic jam. You can just, you know, you just fly over it and then you just land again. You know, just keep up where you're going from. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this car as well. It's just I like this car. I think it was well worth its price, but I'm a little bit upset that they didn't give it as much attachments as I thought they were gonna. But I think everyone else was kind of a little bit peed off about that a little bit, because they thought that it was going to have like a lot of different attachments and stuff. It's great for doing donuts, especially in hover mode. You just go around in a circle, you can make yourself sick. Yeah, if you have the money and you raise the money, I would I would advise you to pick up this vehicle, because you can do so much with this. So yeah, because if you can't get like a plane to spawn or a helicopter or anything, you can just get the car. I know you can just drive, but if you can fly over Mount Chiliad rather than driving around it, it's a lot easier. Yeah, I think I'll end it here. Yeah, because there's nothing really much else to show you, really, apart because I've showed you everything there really is to show you, really. It's a flying car. The other one was an underwater car. That's about it, really. They're very two good vehicles, one of a kind, and yeah, they almost look the same, but they are very fun to play with, and I'm glad that they released the DLC which gave us these vehicles. Yeah. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you have. You know, if you have a friend that is looking for someone who would play games that they are looking like they enjoy and they would like someone else to play them, you know, tell them about my channel, get them to come and check it out. If they don't like it, hey, you don't like it, don't like it. You don't have to watch it. Yeah, I hope you've liked my voice in this episode. Hopefully it's actually been a bit more interesting than well, without my voice. If my voice is annoying, hey, write it down in the comments. Say you didn't like it. Say you like it when I was quiet. When I was just doing quiet commentaries. Well, you can't do a quiet commentary. You can only do a quiet video. Yeah, that's it really. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please just you know, leave a like if you have. And maybe I'll catch you in the next video if you're still around. If you're still watching my stuff. But hey, if you don't like it, you know, it's not a problem. You can always find another YouTube channel that you might like. Because there's so many out there now. So, yeah. I'll just leave it here then. Is there anything else I need to do? I was going to give a shout out to 2 boys that I know. They do channels. One's James O'Brien and Mutenmarshmellow. I think that's what his name is. Doesn't matter. I'll leave their channels in the description so you can go and check them out because they do some good videos as well. Very fun content. They do a lot of GTA. They've also done quite a bit of Fortnite as well. So if you like a bit of Fortnite, you should go and check out their channel, see what they got. I've actually got Fortnite downloaded, so if you would like me to do a few gameplays of that, I'm not that great at it though, just putting it out there. But if you would like me to do a couple videos on it, then yeah, I'll do a couple videos on that. If you like it, yeah, then that'll be good if you like it. Yeah. So, oh, actually the mic. So yeah, thank you for watching my video. Please give it a like if you did. Write down in the comments if you think I could have changed something about this, or I could have done something better. Maybe I could have gone around and blown some people up to just to show you how the cars work a lot better. But yeah, that's about it really. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys again watching my videos. That's all really. Hope you have a good day. Bye.